Hello, fellow gamers. My name is Zabby, and I have a review of Fable 3 waiting for you. First thing I want to talk about is the atmosphere. In Fable games, the atmosphere is rather incredible. The soundtrack is unique, to say the least. Have a quick listen. The soundtrack has a unique way of doing things. It can be very cheery and happy and peaceful in one moment, and then as soon as you lay sight on some bandits or some hobs or whatever it may be, the atmosphere grows very dark very quickly, and it works better than it should, if that makes any sense. Um, this, my personal opinion is that the atmosphere isn't quite as immersive as it was in Fable 1, but others may disagree. Moving on, the visuals are rather impressive. You can see all those nice little effects that happen every time I cast a little spell, and the lighting effect is useful. The PC controls are completely redone. They rethought them out, especially for the keyboard and mouse. So they work quite well. It may take you a while to get used to them though. It took me about an hour, and after that I was completely fine. The story is an important part of this game. There is a co-op mode, but it isn't very practical unless you buy it with a friend, or you drag your friend back into the game after they've completed it or started it. The story is rather short, but they do have quite a bit of content in there. They have keys you can collect, they have other important things like side quests and interesting little if you played the original Fable, then there were stone faces in random places that would open up if you did certain things. They are also in this game, so that's always a fun thing to do. But more importantly about the story, it fits in a good measure of decision making with pure combat and adventuring, and I think that's important. In the original Fable, you weren't really making decisions, you were just adventuring. In this one, about halfway through the story, it slows down and you start making decisions about your kingdom, and those decisions affect the people in your kingdom and also affect what is going to happen at the end of the game. Sorta, kinda. What I mean by this is it's just a bunch of numbers. And if you decide to be the good king and make everybody happy, then the end result will be you will raise less money, and the less money you have, the less people you can hire to be in your army, and the less people you have in your army, the more people are going to die. So it really just is a number, but in the end, if you're the good king, it feels like a lot of the people that were in your villages are dead. It feels emptier. Maybe this is just your own mind playing tricks on you, or maybe this is actually in the game. I haven't figured that out yet, but it's better than absolutely no decision making. But it isn't decision making that really is deep and affects lots of different things. You can argue that this kind of decision making sort of strips value from the ending, but I found that the conclusion was good enough. Some people cried, so I'm not going to complain. I find that it was a good way to wrap up the game. So overall, I am going to give this game a score of actually pretty fun. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.